Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's me, R Squad 911, back again with another unboxing video. Haven't done one in a while. I've kind of been missing in action from my YouTube channel, just with everything going on in the world, with this whole, I don't know, tariff war, trade war. I just have not been buying much stuff because most of the stuff comes from the US or from China, right? But I had to bite the bullet and get one of these. Well, actually, I bought three of these. One to unbox, one to keep, and one to destroy because I'm going to be making a whole bunch of 3D parts for it. So, well, not destroy, but take it apart and figure all the inner workings of it. But anyways, before we get started, funny story is when the mailman delivered this, it says adult entertainment accessories, ACCES. And the postman handed it to me, and I'm friends with him from over the years. And he just kind of gave me a look. And I'm like, you need to read more. It says Ghostbuster Deluxe Ghost Trap. And we just laughed about it. He goes, no, I knew. I just had to read it in full. So I thought that was pretty hilarious. But yeah, I just gave it away. This is the Spirit Halloween. This is their new Ghostbusters Deluxe Ghost Trap. I really know nothing about it except from the videos that I've seen on it or the pictures, but it looks pretty cool. And later on, I'll probably do a comparison with the Haslab trap and then the old Spirit, because that's what I did. I think a few years ago, I did the 80% Spirit pack. I did the 1-to-1 Spirit pack against the Hasbro pack. So might as well go full circle and do the traps as well. But let's open this up. It comes in this brown shipper, kind of like my statues. Oh, I miss buying statues, but I'm just too scared to buy them right now. Yeah, with the added tariffs and whatnot. But yes, okay. So inside we have what we see from my top view is this Ghostbusters Deluxe Ghost Trap. And we will pop that out like so. And that looks pretty darn good. Nice packaging here. Everything's kind of like, I don't know, blister packed, would you say? It says Ghostbusters Deluxe Trap. Shoots mist and lights up with bright LEDs. And you can see there, makes realistic ghost trap sounds. On the side here, we have a trap with functional wheels, opens and lights up with LEDs, makes realistic ghost trap sounds. So that's cool there. Oh, I did not even know that. It comes with a belt, gloves, obviously the pedal, a syringe, I guess, to fill the water or liquid. Does it say here? Water refill syringe, water. So maybe it doesn't use like the glycol, or I don't know what they use in, I'm not a vapor or anything, but what they use in those vape pens. So I guess that's more child friendly if it just uses water. But the belt is cool, and it comes with all of those hooks and stuff. Oh, cool. And then here's a picture of the pedal. And then back here it says Deluxe, and then just says comes with whatever. Requires 6 AA batteries. That's a lot of batteries. All right, I'll bring this up close to the camera so you guys can see. Actually, I'm not sure if my screen is on here. Yeah, there we go. See that? That's pretty cool. Oh, you can see inside there, that's the belt and everything. That's the pedal. Nothing on the bottom. And then that's the top. Yeah. This is pretty cool. And only at $170 USD plus shipping. But of course, if you do the whole Spirit Halloween, I guess, life hack or cheat code, you can get that 20% off coupon for stuff that's in stock. So I use a 20% coupon on that. So basically, I got free shipping because shipping to Canada was $18 plus $15 handling plus taxes and whatever. So really in the end, I think this came out to be 170 US shipped to my door. I didn't have to pay any duties and taxes on it because it did ship I guess because they already charge taxes and stuff. No tariffs though. But I could have just dodged a bullet on that. All right, so I'm going to take the camera. I'm going to bring the tripod over. We're going to do a bird's eye or a overhead view of this when I unbox it so we can see everything that we got in here. So be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Here we are here. It is, we're just going to open this up, I guess. You can see everything is just all kind of packaged really nicely in there. We just open up these tabs here. Ooh, it's actually, I don't think there's, wow, this cardboard is actually quite sturdy. It's not that thick looking, but they use some very high quality stiff cardboard in here, and it's doing a very good job of, you know, keeping everything safe. All right, so let's pull this thing out. We have that right there. And we have an instruction manual here. Let's see what that says there. So you get the trap, you get the pedal, you get the pedal cable. Looks like it uses the same connectors as the Haslab. You get that water syringe, you got the cool belt. Not sure if that's the correct color. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's white. And then you got the gloves. And then here you have the trap. You got to get a bunch of batteries. So I guess it's 4 batteries in the trap and then 2 batteries in the pedal. That's where you refill it at the bottom. Then you cover it back up like so. Cool. And then, yes, here is the pedal. So there's the 2 AA batteries there. It shows where you connect it. It's just a 2-pin. Where is on the Haslab, it's a 3-pin. Got the power switch. Definitely going to switch that out to the flat switch. Maybe one of the extra lenses I have will fit there too. And that bar graph there looks horrible. I have to 3D print one for there. And that's the volume control. All right. Cool. Warnings, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, okay. And here it is. So, how do we get this all out of here? It is sealed in there. Is it glued in? No, it's not. So, if you don't want to break anything, just, you know, tear right into it, you just need to open up the sides like so. But if you want to tear at it, have at it. No judgment here. Okay, so very, very nice. Holds it very, very secure. I like the minimal packaging. As you know, with the Haslab, there was just so much packaging. There it is. Oh, super, super light. It weighs just as much as the old Spirit. Right off the bat, I can see this huge gap right there on the trap. You can see right through it. See that? Yeah. Might have to, like, not sure how that opens. I might have to 3D print some blockers there. Did a very good job. The vector plane could be a little bit better. I prefer the vector plate on the old one. That's how you turn it on, or is that the volume control? No, this is the volume control. This is how you turn it on. Oh, I mean, this is how you turn it on. This is probably different modes. Definitely going to switch that out to, man, I have another thing to modify. It's going to be this. Man, people are going to be making plates for this and everything, but right off the bat, it looks good. These switches look pretty legitimate. These as well. Oh, they actually turn. They probably do nothing, but they just put clicky features in it. Again, this bar graph is horrible. I'm going to probably cut these out and put real screws in there. That should be easy 3D print to put in there. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 LEDs. That's more than enough to make to not have to change that out. This is going to be budget. New wheels, probably look at Ghost Walker Design. He's probably going to come up with something cool. I'll just get those. Yeah. I mean, these probably just pop out like so. Yeah, just like the old Ghost Trap. You can see all the wiring inside there. Um, so with a Ghostwalker design, or whoever makes them, you would just cut off these tabs, screw in your 3D printer there, and then it would already have these skateboard wheels. I might just attempt that myself, just because I have a 3D printer now, so it should be no problem. Okay, then we click those wheels back in. The resistor looks pretty good. Yeah, probably swap that out as well. I think I have an extra one sitting around somewhere, or I might just retire my old Spirit Trap and put the parts on here. But who am I kidding? I'm going to have 3 awesome modified Ghost Traps. Okay, so that's the trap there. I should probably get some batteries. Open this thing up. I forgot what the instructions said where the batteries go. I think they go in here. No, I think no, they go in here. So I'll just have to unscrew this screw, open that up, and then put in the batteries. And then this is the pedal. Ooh, that's very, very stiff, I think, because that rubber is very stiff. But it looks pretty good. It's going to slide around a lot. You're probably going to have to add some rubber feet to this. Yeah, or else it's going to slide. But easy to put in the batteries. Just unscrew it there, and then there's a tab to open it. These are just huge. These tubes here, so you might want to swap those out. I have an extra banjo somewhere, and I have my old this, so we'll open that up and see what we can do with that. It's missing an actual metal bolt here, which you can probably just cut this off and put a bolt if you want. Ribbon cable looks pretty good. I mean, for the price, like, this is great. The D connector, you can probably put a new updated one there. And yeah, but I can't get over how stiff that is. Like, it actually takes some effort to push onto this. Stickers, you probably want to replace the stickers. These are just kind of like chintzy, paper stickers. But overall, it looks pretty good. This you'll probably have to replace out too. Or if you're handy, just open this up and paint everything and make it look good. But yeah, it's kind of loose. Looks like it's plastic riveted in, so you're going to definitely have to drill that out. But those will be videos for another time, but we're just looking at this in the raw. All right, so that is the connector there. And on the Ghost Trap, that's the connector there. Pretty loose, actually, just kind of like floats around in there. But in later videos, when I open it up, we'll check it out and see how it is. But I mean, the look on this is far beyond the old Spirit Trap. And yeah, it feels really good. Everything's electronic, so that's a button there. No button underneath or anything. And volume. It sucks that they actually printed plus and minus on there. Just really takes away from the overall look of the trap. But this looks good. They didn't put any. I think maybe that just clicks and does absolutely nothing. But yeah, I wish they didn't do that. That kind of, yeah, like I said, takes away from it. And this is where you put the water fill. Let's screw that. And then I guess you insert the syringe there. There's probably like a little one-way bladder valve there or something, and then you just squeeze the water in there. So I'll leave that unscrewed because we're going to be doing that later on. That's the syringe. Very cool. And then this is the cable. Like so. Yeah, Haslab uses the reverse male connectors, and this one just uses the proper, easy to find connector. So if you want to build your own cable, these connectors are easily found. The other ones are a little bit harder to source, but you can find them if you look hard enough. This belt, not that nice actually. I mean, it's white, like an off-white kind of grayish, I guess, but really, like, if you were to just glance at it, it is a definitely white belt. These look better in the photos. This is very, very thin, cheaply made, like vinyl things. If you put enough pressure on it, it will probably break. But I mean, it's nice that they included it. They didn't need to. That's how you hook it on there. Maybe something cool that I just give my daughter or something. She can wear this. How does it hook? It just hooks like so, or you can hook it on the inner one like that. There's a provision for that. Or not, doesn't do it that way. It goes up in like that, sorry. So that's how you do it. It goes up through the hole and connects like so. All right, yeah. Personally, for me, I like to have the actual like plastic clasp that clicks. I don't have to worry about if my trap is hung on this, that this unlatches somehow. I don't know, anything can happen, right, at a con, and everything comes crashing down to the floor. So that's just sad. But yeah, I like how they included that. And then last but not least, what we have here are the gloves. I got these with my Spirit pack. I feel like these are a little better than the old ones. When I do the comparison video on all of them, I'll compare the gloves as well. But they actually feel pretty good in here. I like how it's so smooth. Like, but if I had to, like, if you're holding onto this, like I'm gonna grip this really hard, it just pulls right out. It's just so slippery. But it has a very nice feel. Yeah, very soft. And it's brown inside. Just some very glorified dishwashing gloves there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab some batteries. I'm going to clean up this table here, and we'll see how these things function. All right, so be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I filled my syringe with some water, got my screwdriver, got my 6 batteries. I recommend getting the Energizer lithium batteries if you're going to just leave the batteries in there for a long period of time. They just don't leak, and yeah, I just don't have any more. I've just used them all up. But for now, for this video, these Amazon basic batteries will do just fine. All right, and with the amount of batteries I go through, it's definitely more affordable. Okay, so for the trap, the trap pedal, we just open it up and we just stick in 2 batteries like so. All right, close that up there. Screw it back in. And that's it. Don't think there's an on-off switch on this. That light needs to be changed out for sure. Yeah, at least it's a nice small hole, so you can actually use, when you drill it out, you can actually use the actual screen used light lens. Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking about my wallet right now. I'm not sure if it can handle it. All right, so that's that for there. And then here is just 1 screw right here. Open it up. Like so. And then you put your 1, 2, 3, 4 AA batteries into there. And the light went on. Oh, because it is turned on. So let's turn that off for now. Hook this on there. And that's it. The batteries are in. I think we're good to go. Let's turn that on. That is very loud. That is probably louder than the Haslab pack, especially when you put it to the table. It's even louder because the sound bounces off the table or a hard surface and shoots back up at you. So let's turn it down to middle. You have to double tap it and it opens. I don't like how that opens, goes back and forth like that. That just flashes. It doesn't do the whole do-do-do-do. And then, yeah. So press it once, it just does that. Press it the second time, it opens up and it goes back and forth. Press it once, it doesn't do anything. If I press it twice, it has to do the full sequence. That does nothing. So really, it's just the volume button and this button here and this switch. So off, on, one tap, it just flashes. Oh, and then it opens afterwards. Okay, let's turn it on. Maybe it's just one press and not actually two presses. Yeah, two presses does nothing. So it's just one press. It starts flashing and then it activates. So there's a slight delay before it turns on, and you can't turn it off or close it, but maybe the pedal will do it. It just shuts off and this LED is super duper bright. I'm getting blinded by it right now. Okay, so we will fill up some water. Man, all I see is this flashing light now. Insert it into it, so it just presses into it, and then you, oh, it's very simple. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do one or two of them, but I'll just do one. I did one full syringe. I will close it up. So it's just a mister. I think it just atomizes the water and then just shoots it out. Okay. That's kind of, there you go. You can kind of see the smoke coming out. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this isn't closing nicely. I'll try that again. Yeah, when it closes, this door doesn't fully close. I just kind of tap it a bit and then it falls into place. Okay. Turn that off. And we'll connect everything together. All right. And I think the doorbell just went off, so there's some sort of a delivery. I don't think it's any new collectible. But, my wife is working from home, so she'll go grab that for me. All right. So now we will connect our trap to our pedal. Only one way you can do it. There's a notch there that you follow that notch right there. Insert it in, screw it in to secure it. Then you take that, same thing on the pedal side, push it in, screw this in, secure it. Okay, so let's face it like this. Turn it on. I'm not even sure if this light will turn on there, but let's see. So light is on there. No light here. I'm sure one can be wired up. Press it. Oh, it does light up. So there is a delay. Turn that down. There is a delay. Once you press it, the trap doesn't open right away. This light flashes and then it tells the trap to open up. So let's try to open it and close it with this. I don't think it's going to do it because I believe that this also acts as this switch here. It just kind of like bypasses it when it's connected. But you can probably still press it while this is connected. And it does. Again, it doesn't turn off. And actually this light doesn't turn on until I press the pedal. Let's see that again. So that light is on. If I press this button, it turns that off. This light stays on. So let's, oh, it just turned off, but then I hit the pedal. Then it opened it. We'll press it again. It does not close it. Yeah, so that's all you get from it. Just kind of you open it and it closes on its own. And one thing I do notice with this pedal is when I push it, it actually veers off to the left, like that. It doesn't go straight down. Yeah. But the smoke is actually pretty good how they've included it, and they use water, so it's kid friendly, it's pet friendly. You don't have to worry about younger kids who are using this getting, I don't know, smoke inhalation. I don't know what that is, but obviously the mist effect is not as good as a full smoke from a vape pen effect, obviously, right? But for the price point and everything, I think that this is a steal. You get a lot of functionality. You get a trap that works and does smoke, has lights, has sound. You get a pretty accurate looking pedal. I mean, just a few things that I would change up on this, like I mentioned before. But yeah, I think I'm more impressed with this trap. It looks really, really good. They're missing the screws on this side. They put it on this side, but they forgot to put it on this side, which is strange. But what I'm going to do anyways is cut those off and put in actual cap head screws, or whatever, these socket head screws in there. And also here too, you just drill those out and put in some screws just to make it look a little bit more accurate and nice. One thing I'm already noticing right now is I'm probably going to have to cut open this connector, because look at that. When they installed this thing, this clamp is actually supposed to clamp over the wire jacket here, and it is just loose like that. So eventually you're going to get breakage from those wires. So it could be just a matter of me unscrewing the screw there and just shoving this in and then clamping it back down, or I have to resolder everything, cut everything short, solder it, and then so that this wire sits in about here. All right, I'm not sure if, no issue on the other side. So, I mean, you know, your mileage may vary. Yours could come like how mine did, or it could come perfectly installed like this one. If I pull it a little bit, we'll see. No, it's actually sitting in there pretty good. But yeah, well, that'll be an easy fix. I'll do a video on that as well. So in case any of you guys have that issue, hopefully it's just a simple fix of just unscrewing that, opening up that clamp, pushing this in just so the clamp can grab it. Or maybe this wire is a little too thin that this clamp actually can't clamp down on it fully. Yeah. Anyways, so that is the new Spirit Halloween Deluxe Ghost Trap and Pedal. This light doesn't turn off. You just actually have to shut it off, which is kind of good. It's an indicator that you've left it on. But yeah, overall I'm happy with it. These wheels are better than the old Spirit wheels. They're actually thicker instead of these like little thin discs. But definitely good to change those out with some skateboard bearings and a 3D printed axle piece. Yeah, pretty happy with this. Except this gap here, but overall I think it looks great. Kudos to Spirit Halloween for coming out with this. I'm not sure why this sticks up. I don't know if I need to adjust the gear. Or it's maybe just a little bit bent. But overall, super impressed with this. Good job, Spirit Halloween. You guys nailed it, especially for the price point and for what this all does. All right, and that's the pedal there. I think they did a good job there. Just need to add some rubber feet to this. Like even, like, I mean, it is good for what it is. Might want to replace this. This is just a little too thick and stiff for it. But overall, impressed. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So that is it. That's my quick and dirty unboxing review video of this. Let me know what you guys think of this. Do you think it's worth the price? Do you guys have one coming in? Do you have one already? What mods are you planning on doing to it? And or will you just leave it as it is? All right. So please like and subscribe, comment below, and I will catch you guys on the next one.